A massive recovery effort is underway in North Carolina in the aftermath of Hurricane Matthew. One town in particular, Lumberton, was hit especially hard.
Rescue teams from at least 5 states pulled out Lumberton's stranded residents.
Lumberton right now is going through a tough time. We don't know if it's necessarily a breach, but a lot of water is coming through a dam, and we're rescuing about 2,000 people.
We gon' walk it out and mountains and
Stranded mother and her infant daughter. 1,000 people needed rescuing, many of them elderly or physically unable to leave on their own.
I mean, my grandma and them, they trapped in the house.
The standing water like what I'm standing in all over Robeson County.
We went to bed last night about 11:30. The storm had slowed down and stopped, and the water was receding. Then woke up in the morning, it was just everywhere.
Today, there was a surprise detour to Lumberton, an area where many families lost nearly everything to flooding. Our political reporter, Bo Minnick, was with those families and the president.
How to assess the damage in every single structure.
Bill Clinton met in Lumberton with several families affected by Hurricane Matthew. One of the people who met him, Judy Locklear. She showed us her home in the Turner Terrace section of town.
It just tied me up. Knowing I can't get this stuff back again.
Locklear lost everything inside when the water came rushing in.
bring it to his feet. Mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day.
Hurricane Matthew, the Lumber River rose to 24 feet. That's nearly 3 times the average for the river, and left most of Lumberton completely flooded.
Jamie and Alex Hayes were rescued with their son.
So you're glad to see these guys?
Yes, very.
They're a godsend.
Godsend?
I believe I've been in town all my life. That's 52 years. I've never seen it like this. Never.
Had to get on top of the apartments and sleep on it.
You slept on the roof?
Slept on the roof.
Tressica Oxendine and daughter Tressie only had time to stuff 3 trash bags.
My water's that deep in the house and lost everything.
Where are all these people going?
Scott, many of them have no place to go. This side of the city is lower income and congested. Finding shelters for people gets harder when buildings have no power and no water.
We feel it. We're feeling that same pain of all of our loss and all the damage that is done and the hard work that's in front of us to build it back up.
Hurricane Matthew is off the map, but it's still with us.
Members of Lumberton, right now it's easy to lose hope in the midst of devastation that's happened all around us. I ask that we choose a different option, that we choose hope in the face of danger, that we choose life in the midst of destruction.
This is almost a surreal experience for North Carolina because we've got a beautiful Carolina blue sky and the sun shining, but we're still going through a hurricane in Robeson County, wouldn't you agree? And people are suffering right now. People have lost their homes, people have lost their cars, people have lost all their belongings, their medicine, and even sadly their pets. And they're still kind of in a state of shock. And the people being impacted most are the people who can't afford it. And these are the people that I have been visiting during the day in both Pembroke and here in Lumberton. And we're doing everything we can to respond to their needs. This is a natural disaster which we've never seen in this area. And this is a natural disaster that became suddenly with very little warning, at a much bigger degree than anyone ever realized. And it's still a disaster that's impacting roads and power and water and the environment and human life. We're all working together, some lessons learned during the first 48 hours, but we're all coming together between the city and the counties, and I'm proud of that.
Our parent company, Disney, is pledging to build a brand new playground right here in Lumberton. Give it up.